Tav X Hebrews, purity and becoming one. How do we become pure? We got to turn to the Most High and Him alone. You know what alone means? Alone means by himself. No helpers, no sidekick, no Justice League, no Batman and Robin, no Wonder Twins, none of that garbage. That's all garbage. And we not playing those games no more. Oh, we got the homie up in here. What's good, bruh? We got Lifestyle Child of God up in the house. Good to see you, bruh. Lifestyle Child of God says, big homie. What's good with you, bruh? Hope all is well with you. Always good to see you, brother. May the Most High smile upon you, Lifestyle Child of God. May He smile upon you, your household, and your family, brother. We got King David up in here, King David says, Tav X just enjoying the time off. That's right. And King David, make sure you continue to do that, brother. Because whenever the little bit of time is we do have off, we got to find a way to enjoy it, brother. I had to go into slavery today. I had to take me a nap. That's the only way that I could have the energy to come to you, brothers and sisters, this evening. I had to take a nap because they working the living Roy Cow Pung out of me. You hear me? But good to see you, King David. Glad you enjoying some time off. Everybody out there, I know it's hard, y'all. I know it's hard. But we have got to find a way, even if it's just a little bit, we've got to find a way to enjoy some of our time when we're not in slavery, y'all. Lifestyle Child of God says, consecration. That's right. Get it in, brother. We all about trying to consecrate ourselves to the Most High. We all about trying to turn all of us from our wicked ways. And we trying to become more righteous and less wicked. That should be the goal of all of us over here, family. To be more righteous and less wicked. Lifestyle Child of God says, all praise the Most High. That's right. Say it again, brother. All praises to the Most High, the mighty one of Jacob. Okay? For He is worthy to be praised, is He not? You guys and gals know we always give it a couple of minutes around here to see if any brews gonna make it up in here, because YouTube does not like to send out the notifications on this channel. They don't want people coming together to try to put the pieces of the puzzle together when it comes to the Most High God and Him alone. They don't like that. They don't want that. But they're not going to be able to stop it. Lifestyle Child of God says, and you as well. That's right. I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that. We got King David in the house again. King David says, not setting no date, but by the end or middle of 2025, it's going to heat up. And in my opinion, Trump will be the last president before clock hits zero. And y'all time, when it's that, no one knows. But it's about to. And I feel you, King David. I definitely got my eyes open and my ears up, because I definitely believe, like you were saying, by the end or middle of 2025, things are going to be heating up continuously, even more than they are now. And to be on the low, things are already heating up. But many of our people around here, we know most of our people, they need some kind of big bang explosion to actually notice something is going on. Y'all remember just how it was around here prior to April the 8th of last year. Y'all remember that? how we knew that things were going to change drastically because of that Top X that was going up over America on April the 8th. And look where we are now. Look how much things have changed in the earth since April the 8th. And there were some people out there who actually said that April the 8th was no big deal. And we knew leading up to April the 8th, if we don't see a big bang, that don't mean nothing. We knew that Top X going up over America on April the 8th last year, we knew that was big news. And look at us now. Here we are almost a year later. Look at the world from then, April the 8th last year, to all the way now. Lots of changes. Look, one of the changes I can just look at in my personal life, I've become well acquainted with UFOs and orbs. Since after April the 8th, I've had numerous run-ins, numerous situations where I encountered /UFOs /orbs, chariots, whatever you want to call it. People call it all kind of stuff. But ever since April the 8th, prior to April the 8th, I had never seen what you would call a UFO or orb. But ever since April the 8th, after that, all bets have been off, y'all. Can't make this up. King David says, go down in these 4 years with Trump. Okay, he said, y'all time when it's that one knows, but it's about to go down in these 4 years with Trump. Absolutely, King David. You better believe these next 4 years are going to be a doozy. It's going down under the Trumpster. And it's all a part of the Most High script. The Most High is running the show. And a lot of our people are so afraid right now because they don't realize this thing is deep and it's spiritual. Lifestyle Child of God says he is more than enough. That's right. The mighty one of Jacob, the Most High God, and him alone. He's more than enough, family. Shout out to the brother Lifestyle Child of God. He knows that. And somebody else out there, you needed to hear that because you're still on the fence. You still think it's okay and you still think it's a requirement to drink spiritual blood and to go out and have a spiritual body steak dinner. That is not okay. You're going to be judged for that. The Most High is alone and he's enough by himself. Lifestyle Child of God says, ask and you shall receive. Indubitably. Indubitably. What a time to be alive, fam. King David says, might be less. You're right. At this point, anything is possible at any given moment, y'all. That's why we gotta be ready and stay ready. So we ain't gotta get ready. Because the bottom could fall out at any moment. We could be right here on this live right now, and then just like that, all hell could break loose and the bottom could fall out. And everybody right now, it's Saturday night. Everybody right now thinking that you're going to make it this Sunday morning. Something could break out right now tonight that could cause lots of people not to be here when Sunday morning rolls around. Whatever that may be. We living in them times, y'all. Lifestyle Child of God says, facts. Folks just living their lives. Planes falling out the sky, literally. Turmoil and prices and food are outrageous. All facts, bro. And people are actually walking around the earth, walking around America like this stuff is not happening. I done seen more planes fall out of the sky in the last 45 days than I have all my life. But people are acting like this is normal. We've been put to sleep, y'all. Lifestyle Child of God says, shout out to my FBA family. That's right. Shout out to all the FBA brothers and sisters out there in America. And shout out to all my FBA brothers and sisters worldwide, because we've been scattered into all nations. Okay? Shout out to FBA. Hit that like button as you come through the door, too. And subscribe to the channel if you're not already. We getting ready to start reading, y'all. King David says 100. Laughing emoji. I remember that. And I mean, buku sneak diss videos was going around from the hood. You know a sneak diss without being mentioned, because wasn't Big Boom. We had UFOs, mini riots, Trump going off. Exactly, King David. And back in those times, like you said, it was buku sneak dissing videos going on out there. And like you said, if you're from the hood, anybody's from the hood, you know when the sneak diss is going down. You know when you see somebody sneak dissing. And because it wasn't some kind of big boom, people couldn't wait for April the 9th so they could say, see, we told you what nothing's gonna happen. Ain't nothing to this stuff. Don't be looking up there. Because most people they're not there yet. A lot of people are never going to get there, and there are those people who are going to get there, but as of right now, they're not there yet. Now, there may be some people who are there now because they've been brought up to speed. We're about to be a year after the April the 8th total solar eclipse. Can't make this up. King David says, haven't been 2 months and these dudes already doing havoc, which Yah is controlling. All they doing is playing sports and media. Keep us off guard. It's a wrap and people can't see. All facts, King David. All facts. You know what? It's just so good to hear somebody else out there who sees that and says that kind of stuff and who knows that stuff. Because whenever I'm out and about in the regular world, in the physical realm, I try to talk to people about this kind of stuff. They have no idea what I'm talking about. They look at me with that Christian glare. If you seen the Christian glare, you know that Christian glare. King David says, lastly, before my last comment, it's even in scripture. Y'all don't just come off strong. It's a build-up. All facts, King David. And you know what? It's funny that you say that. He don't come off all strong like that, because if he did, we'd all be laid out like a bearskin rug. But because the Most High wants to have mercy on us, he could be in straight gorilla monster mode with us 100% of the time if he chose to. But that's not the kind of God that he is. So it's a build-up. He gives us a chance. Thank you for pointing that out, King David. King David says to pump the nation head up. Facts. Can't make none of this stuff up, y'all. And y'all see, this is how we do. Sometimes we come in, we don't just hop right into it, because this is a family channel. This is a family meeting. You know how y'all everybody get together, go over cousin so-and-so's house, uncle so-and-so's house, grandma's house, everybody go over there. And sometimes y'all just chop it up. Y'all might be going over there to eat. Maybe a cookout, maybe a dinner, lunch, whatever. Sometimes you just hang around and shoot the breeze and chop it up before you actually get into whatever you came to get into. That's how we do it around here, right? Because we family. Family, we like to chop it up. That's what we do. It's called family. These videos are family time. Sound confirmation. I know you heard that, Hebrew. Give me 1 second. Yeah. Get your pens, get your pads as we read. But now, you know what? You really don't need a pen and a pad with this one, because we're coming out of the Yahawah Bible. Okay? And I know a lot of people don't have that Bible right there. All praises to the mighty one of Jacob. I was blessed to be able to have this Bible. So guess what? See, this is how it goes down, right? When you really love somebody, you don't just say you love somebody with words. I mean, you can do that because that's what most people do. But around here, we believe in physical love. You know, showing up physically. Kind of like I'm showing up right now on this video. Even though I'm drop dead tired. Told you I've been in slavery since the early morning. I had to take a nap so I could come before you, brothers and sisters, because this is very important. Only the Most High himself knows how much time we got. And I also believe that that's why the Most High put a battery in my back. And look, I can't even tell you exactly when this started. I'm going to say maybe, but look, because it wasn't intentional. That's why I can't really tell you when this started. It wasn't like I sat out one day and said, you know what? I'm going to try to make so many videos and so many lives and so many. Nah, it just happened that way. So I thought. But I know that's not what happened. And I realized it almost a year ago, but it was happening before then. The Most High put a battery in my back. Maybe a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. I don't know. I can't tell you exactly when. You know what? I'm going to have to go back and try to figure that out myself. But at some point, I just started sound confirmation. At some point, I just started cranking out a ridiculous amount of videos and live streams. And then I just looked up. I was like, yo, what in the world? I'm making videos like crazy. I'm telling y'all, that was not my plan. And then I became aware. I was like, you know what? The Most High is pushing me and cajoling me to do this. And now I understand why. We don't have as long as we think we do. And it's actually a 911 emergency. Many people don't realize it, though. Most people are not going to realize the severity of the situation until you hear that big boom. And then it's going to be obvious, even sound confirmation. Then it's going to be obvious even to Stevie Wonder what's going on. But see, we don't want to wait until a big boom, because you might not survive the boom. So you need to get brought up to speed now. You need to be looking, waiting, and expecting the boom, so that you won't be caught off guard. You know just what to do. See, you know what to do so you can get ready now, so you won't have to get ready. This will be coming out of. You're going to read Genesis chapter 6. And you're going to see how different that reads from your regular modern day Bible, King James Bible. And look, I know that some of you brothers and sisters, I'm sure you're going to be skeptical, right? Because everybody on planet Earth has been raised a certain way. Every one of you, including myself, if you're a human being and you're on planet Earth today, you've been raised underneath of the Roman Church. And the Roman Church has destroyed all kinds of books and information, and they've hidden and banned all kinds of books and information physically. And they've seared that into every one of our minds and consciousness. So a lot of people, when they see me break out this, they get afraid. They run, because that's what the Roman Church has instructed everyone to do. All right? People see stuff like this, they run for cover, because the Roman Church told them to. Okay? But all praises to the mighty one of Jacob, Hosea 6:2. After 2 days, he will revive us. We've been revived now. So guess what? To hell with the Roman Church. We don't give a damn about none of their teachings, none of their values. It don't mean jack. Okay? Everything they said don't read, guess what? We gonna read. You know why? Because we know that the Romans are base men. They don't know jack. They got no authority. And they get ready to get chased out of the earth, believe it or not, for spreading this blood-drinking, body-eating nonsense throughout the whole world and silencing anybody who would dare try to come against them by putting them to death. You had brothers and sisters who didn't fear getting put to death back then, and believe it or not, those same spirits are here on the earth right now, and they don't give a damn. If they got to get put to death, then so be it. But what needs to get done is going to get done. And it's going to be whatever it's going to be, whatever that might be. See, you get to a certain point, when you rolling with the Most High, you get to a point, nigga, where it's do or die. Rolling with the Most High, do or die, nigga. You ready? Are you afraid? You can build your spirit up till you get to a point where you won't be afraid. And if you don't understand any of this, like I said, the whole world is ruled by the Roman church. People are afraid of this. The Romans told you not to read this. I'm saying to hell with the Romans. And many of you can't understand this, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to read it to you. And then we're going to read chapter 6 in the Yahawah Bible. Check this out. The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 33, and verse 10. And all men are from the ground, and Adam was created of earth. Verse 11. In much knowledge the Lord have divided them, and made their ways diverse. You know what that means? Everybody knows a little bit something different or something more. Very diverse in their ways. That means some of us are reading stuff like this when everybody else is saying no, 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 no. That means some of us are reading stuff like this. And this is the Bible, believe it or not. When everybody else is saying no, 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 no. Sound confirmation. Can't make this up, y'all. Cannot make this up. In much knowledge, the Lord have divided them. You see that? Some of the brothers are over there with the knowledge. Some of the brothers are over there in that book with knowledge. Some of the brothers over there. Much knowledge have he divided them and made their ways diverse. And guess what? If you haven't gotten to this point yet, you know why? It's because the Most High has you over there on that part right there. So you don't know what's going on over here on that part because the Most High has divided us in knowledge. You see that? I'm talking to somebody out there. Somebody out there is going to have things start to click after this video. Verse 12. Some of them have he blessed and exalted. Did you hear that, Hebrews? Some of our brothers and sisters are more blessed and exalted than others. Exalted means to be raised up above something or someone. And you know what? It coincides with what I say all the time. If you are somebody who serves the Most High and him alone, you are one of them ones. If you on this channel right now on the live or the playback and you serve the Most High and him alone, you are one of them ones. But even amongst ourselves, when we are one of them ones, even amongst ourselves, we have ones who we look at and say, hey, that's one of them ones right there, even amongst ourselves. And we are one of them ones, but even we have ones we look to. One of the ones among one of the ones. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I cannot make this up. Some of them have he blessed and exalted, and some of them have he sanctified and set near himself. I know some people don't like to hear that. Some people think that everybody's equal. No, we're not. There's no such thing as equality anywhere in the earth or in the heavens. There's no such thing as equality. Do you think it's somebody equal with the Most High God? Of course not, because there's no such thing as equality. There are even angels who are more powerful than other angels. There's no such thing as equality. That's a Roman church lie. And we shattering all lies. Some of them had he blessed and exalted, and some of them had he sanctified and set near himself. Some of our brothers and sisters are very close to the Most High, so close that other people don't like it. Even your own brothers and sisters might not like it. Your biological family might not like it. Some of your spiritual brothers and sisters might not like it. Some of your co-workers might not like it. But they better tread lightly. To brothers and sisters who are closer to the Most High than others, you mess with them brothers and sisters if you want. I bet you get put to death. I bet you your life become a wreck. This goes for anybody out there who think that they're going to ride, harass, or attack the Most High's chosen people, and especially one of them ones amongst one of them ones. Play with them if you want to. I bet you get put to death. It's not a game. Some of them have he blessed and exalted, and some of them have he sanctified and set near himself. But some of them have he cursed and brought low and turned out of their places. Until we turn back to the Most High God and him alone, we've all been turned out of our places. Period. Sound confirmation. King David says, facts. can't be scared to die. But people fear death, not knowing Yah made a promise. When it crack, you serve him only, you will not be touched. But doesn't mean he won't take you out naturally, but it won't be by the enemy hands for fact, when it's everyone for themselves. All facts, King David. All facts. And look, spoken like the true warrior that you are, King David. Sound confirmation, letting you know that what I just said was true, what King David just said was true. And I sound confirmation again. King David, I told you a while back, I felt your spirit, bruh, a while back. I knew that you had that warrior spirit on you, bruh. It's all over you. I can feel it. I can sense it. And I've been sensing that for the longest. Keep doing what you're doing, King David. King David says some people that's so close to the Most High will snuff you quick without a warning, like in the Bible. He got a whole city for one kid too. Messing with his, I will find it and post sometime soon. Bet. Good looking, bruh. You right. And people don't understand that. You play with the Most High's chosen if you want. And some brothers and sisters are closer to him than others. And because some of us might see it on the outside, we don't understand it. We want to complain and talk bad, act crazy against them. You mess around and get snuffed. Quick. The Most High don't play. He'll send them hitters, and them invisible spiritual hitters will pull up and they'll snuff you out. Just like that. Somebody out there getting snuffed out right now as we on live. Believe it or not. Now, read. We get ready to do this reading, shall we? Shall we? Hit the like button, Hebrew. Hit the like button if you haven't already. We're getting ready to read. Give me 1 second, Hebrew. And we will be reading Genesis chapter 6. And we are reading out of the what? The book of Yahawah. And your enemies never wanted you to see this. They never wanted you to see this, y'all. But since we in the end times now, and just like Uncle Daniel said, knowledge would increase. Did not Uncle Daniel say knowledge would increase? He did. And here it is. And I also want you to take a peek at this, right? You get ready to read Genesis chapter 6. It's 22 verses in here. Now, I also want you to take a peek. I'm just going to read the first verse. We're going to compare for the Genesis chapter 6 in the Yahawah Bible. We're going to compare that to Genesis chapter 6 in the KJV. And then we're just going to continue with the Yahawah Bible. But I just want you guys to see how differently this reads. And it's not by accident. You have been intentionally led away, just like I was. But the Spirit of the Most High God, the Spirit of wisdom, is what's drawing us back. It's building us up. It's educating us. And it's making us unafraid to go where people are afraid to go. People can't control us. They can't contain us. And that's what they fear. Okay? Listen to this. First, I'm going to read Genesis chapter 6, verse 1 in the KJV. And then I'm going to read that same verse 1 in the Yahawah Bible. And you're going to see how different that reads. Y'all going to be shocked. Listen to this. Genesis chapter 6, verse 1, coming out of the KJV. And it came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them. That's verse 1 in Genesis chapter 6. Now listen to how that same verse reads in the Yahawah Bible. And it came to pass when men began to multiply on the earth that they brought forth those who worship the gods with an S. Did you hear that? Did you hear what I just read? You see how different that is from our regular modern day Bible? I'm going to show the comparison one more time. This is why you guys consider yourself blessed if you can receive this Yahawah Bible reading that we're going to do and all the other Yahawah Bible readings in the playlist. Consider yourself fortunate and blessed if you can receive this. I'm going to read the KJV version again. Listen. And it came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them. Now look at that same verse in Genesis chapter 6, verse 1 in the Yahawah Bible. And it came to pass when men began to multiply on the earth, that they brought forth those who worship the gods, Elohim. You see that? You guys see how vastly different this Yahawah Bible is from every modern day version? They've been hiding copious amounts of information from us all. Just like right now, they're hiding this video, shadow banning this video. YouTube says there's one person in here right now. You know why that is? Because YouTube did not send out the notifications. I can promise you they did. But it doesn't matter, because whoever needs to see this video, they will find it. Read. Here we go. Genesis chapter 6. And we're going to read it all the way. Whenever I see a side note or annotation, we will stop. We will read it. Genesis chapter 6. And it came to pass when men began to multiply on the earth, that they brought forth those who worship the gods with an S, Elohim. All these followers of the gods with an S, Elohim, those who worship the gods with an S, Elohim, saw that this was very pleasing. Wow. So they took for themselves rebels from everywhere they chose to go. Whoa, do you guys see this? Look, it says, all these followers of the gods, Elohim, those who worship the gods with an S, Elohim, saw that this was very pleasing. And right where it says, so they took for themselves rebels from everywhere they chose to go, it has the number 4. It has a number 4 in front of where it says, so they took. I look down at number 4. It says verses 6 and 2. Hold up. Enoch's conversion, verse 6 and 2. 1 Kings 12:31. Let me see if we can find 1 Kings 12:31. Hold up. First Kings 12:31. I'm sorry. 1 Kings 12:31. Jeroboam built the houses with high places and appointed priests from every class of people who were not of the sons of Levi. You see that? Jeroboam was doing his own thing, setting up priests, false prophets. Y'all see that? Y'all see the connection between this? Same thing was going on in Genesis chapter 6. People were worshiping the gods with an S. Y'all see this? This is not in your regular King James Bible. I hope y'all are getting this. Somebody out there is getting this, y'all. And Yahawah said, the men of this world will never subject themselves to my word, the law and the prophets, for they are indeed carnally minded. Thus their days shall be 120 years. Now look at this. It says, and Yahawah said, right before it says, and Yahawah says, it has the letter D. So we go look. The letter D says, see Romans 7:1. And you know, we don't ascribe to the New Testament, but let's go over here and just check it out and see what they're talking about. Give me a second. See good. You guys, as I'm saying, you guys know we don't ascribe to the book of Romans or the New Testament. But there is some truth in the New Testament, but you're only going to know what's true if you know God's laws. The New Testament is a stumbling block and a trap. Where was that? It sent us to, what did it say? D, Romans 7:1. Romans 7:1. Now are you ignorant, brothers? For I speak to the ones who know the law, that the law has authority over a man as long as he lives. Do you guys see that? See, they slipped that in there in that same New Testament. The law has authority over everybody as long as you live. But it's so many things in that same New Testament that contradicts that because they're trying to trap you and to trick you. Once again, that's why when it says, and Yahawah said, it said D beside that, letting you know when Yahawah says something, that is law. Yahawah's words is law. And Yahawah's word has rule over you for as long as you live. Okay? And it says, the men of this world, right before it says the men of this world, it says the letter E. The letter E says Hebrew Adam. Traditionally translated man. So Adam means man. Hold up. A Hebrew and English lexicon of the Old Testament by Brown, Driver, and Briggs, page 9, shows this word is correctly translated men of this world. So Adam is men of this world, man. Okay, and it says the men of this world will never subject. Right beside the word subject, it has the letter F. The letter F says Hebrew Yadon, traditionally translated strive. A Hebrew and English lexicon of Old Testament by Brown and Driver and Briggs, page 192, shows this word is correctly translated to subject oneself, to be obedient. Okay? So where it says that men will never subject themselves, the Most High was saying they will never be obedient. And it says subject themselves to my word. Right in front of my word, it has the letter G. We go to the letter G, it says Hebrew Ruach, traditionally translated spirit. A Hebrew and Chaldean lexicon in the Old Testament by Julius Barat, page 1287, shows this word is correctly translated the word of Yahawah. Do y'all see that? Can you guys hear that? Their days shall be 120 years. Because of that, because we won't subject ourselves to his word. His word is law. Verse 4. There will be tyrants on the earth in those days, and truly in a day yet to come, when those who follow the gods, Elohim, those who worship the gods with an S, Elohim, come. They will bring forth those mighty ones who are enemies of Yahawah, men which from even the days of old were known as men of an infamous name. You guys, this is heavy bag work to be doing over here, y'all. This says there will be tyrants. Right beside that, it says G1. G1 says that is degenerates and usurpers of authority, savages. And truly in a day yet to come, when those who follow the gods, Elohim, those who worship the gods within S, Elohim, are enemies of Yahawah. Right in front of the word enemies is the number 1 or the letter I. I'm sorry. Let me see. I'm sorry. It's the number 1. It says, they will bring forth those mighty ones who are enemies of Yahawah. The number 1, I look at number 1, it says, verses 6, chapter 6, verse 4. Then it says Daniel 7 and 25. I see something that says Yada 4 through 19. There must be a book that this guy wrote. Let's go check out Daniel 7 and 25. Let's go check it out. Daniel 7 and 25. Hit that like button if you haven't already, fam. Daniel 7 and 25, and it reads, and he will speak great words against Yahawah and will wear out, mentally attack, to cause to fall away the saints of Yahawah, and think to change times, Yahawah's feast days and laws, and they will be given into his hand until a time and times and the dividing of times. This is that enemy of Yahawah who we talking about even way back here in Genesis 6. It's referring to this guy. This is talking about Esau. Who else thought to change times, to change the years, the dates? It's the Edomites. To change the feast days so you don't know when it is, the Edomites. To do daylight savings time, to change the months, the years, the weeks, so you don't have any idea, any correct time reference. It's the Edomites. It's the same enemy in Daniel 7 and 25 the Most High is talking about right here in Genesis 6. That's why Genesis chapter 6 is referring us to Daniel. Do you guys see this? I'm talking to somebody out there. Verse 5. Then Yahawah saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and every intent of the thoughts of man's heart was only evil continually. And Yahawah regretted what man had become, for man failed to keep Yahawah's laws, and man grieved Yahawah's Holy Spirit. When it says, and Yahawah regretted, it has the number 2. We look. Number 2 says verses 6 through 7. It says Isaiah 63 and 10, Ephesians 4 and 30. Let's go check out Isaiah 63 and 10. Isaiah 63 and 10. Isaiah 63 and 10. But they rebelled and vexed, grieved his Holy Spirit. So he turned himself against them like an enemy, and he fought against them. Hey, y'all. I don't know about you guys, but I'm tired of Yahawah fighting against me. I didn't even realize it my whole life Yahawah was fighting against me. Many of you out there, you don't even know Yahawah is fighting against you because we failed to keep his commandments. And he is watching us. He's always been watching us. This is heavy, y'all. So Yahawah said, I will destroy man, whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast, creeping thing and bird in the air, for I am regretting what they, man, have become. Where it says both man and beast, it says G2. G2 says Yahawah declares how much he detests sin. That's how angry he was, y'all, when we break his laws. But Noah found regard and honor in the eyes of Yahawah. With right before the word regard, it says G3. It says Yahawah was merciful unto Noah. That's what I pray for myself. I pray that for everybody on this channel as well. That Yahawah has mercy on us. That's what we want. These are the begettings of Noah. Noah was a just man, perfect in his begettings. Noah walked in the reverence of Yahawah. And look, this is telling you his begettings. It's telling you he was perfect in his begettings. That's telling you he was perfect in his bloodlines. When you begot somebody, this is not talking about he never sinned. He was perfect in his bloodline. That means his blood had not been tainted. Okay? There was something going on back in these ancient days that was causing people's blood to become tainted. Noah was perfect in his bloodline, perfect in his beginnings. You see, you got to pay attention to the verbiage. Noah walked in the reverence of Yahawah, and Noah begot 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. The earth also was corrupt before Yahawah, and the earth was filled with violence. Right before the word corrupt, it says R1. R1 says full of God worship, the worship of Elohim. Talking about the other gods, the idols. And it says, and the earth was filled with violence. Before the word violence, it has G4. G4 says, all were given over to the contempt of Yahawah and the oppression of their neighbors. Sounds a lot like right now. The people in the next street over warn with the brothers on the next street. The people in the next city over warn with people in the next city. People in the next land over warn with the people next door. Y'all see this? It's the same thing, just keeps going in circles, y'all. So Yahawah looked upon the earth, and indeed it was corrupt. For all flesh had corrupted their way on the earth. And Yahawah said to Noah, the end of all flesh has come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them, and I will destroy them with the earth. Make yourself an ark of gopher wood, that is cypress. Make rooms in the ark, and cover it inside and out with pitch. And this is how you shall make it. The length of the ark shall be 300 cubits, 450 feet long, its width 50 cubits, 75 feet wide, and its height 30 cubits, 45 feet high. You shall make a window for the ark, and you shall finish it to a cubit, at least 18 inches from above, and set the door of the ark in the side. You shall build it with lower, middle, and upper decks inside. And behold, I myself am bringing the flood of waters on the earth to destroy from under heaven all flesh, in which the breath of life is. Everything on the earth shall die, but I will establish my covenant with you, and you shall go into the ark, you, your sons, your wife, and your sons' wives with you. And of every living thing of all flesh, you shall bring 2 of every species into the ark, to keep them alive with you. They shall be male and female, of the birds after their kind, of animals after their kind, and of every creeping thing of the earth after its kind. 2 of every species will come to you to keep their kind alive. And you shall take for yourself of all food that is eaten, and you shall gather this to yourself, and it shall be food for you and for them. Thus Noah did, according to all that Yahawah commanded him, so he did. Right before it says, thus Noah did, it says G5. G5 says, Noah obeyed Yahawah's laws in all points. So when Noah heard Yahweh's laws, Noah didn't buck up. Noah followed the instructions. And that's why Noah was spared and his sons were spared. And that sound confirmation, that's the conclusion of Genesis chapter 6 out of the Yahawah Bible. I hope that somebody out there was edified by that. If you haven't seen the other videos in the Yahawah Bible playlist, I have a playlist and I got every Bible reading that we read out of the Yahawah Bible. It goes in that playlist. Watch that playlist. It'll change your life. It'll change your understanding. And remember, Ecclesiasticus chapter 33, verse 10. And all men are from the ground, and Adam was created of earth. Verse 11. In much knowledge the Lord have divided them, and made their ways diverse. Reading out of this Yahawah Bible is a different layer to this knowledge. It's a part of diversity. Many of our people are never going to hear this. They're never even going to be aware that this exists. And a lot of our people, when they hear it, because they've never heard it before, it may take a while for them to be able to digest this. No problem. Whenever and whoever needs to digest this, it will be digested whenever it's time. Some of them have he blessed and exalted, and some of them have he sanctified and set near himself. Hebrews, any of you who have been called to go deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper, the Most High is bringing you closer to him. Consider yourself blessed. Consider yourself favored if you are somebody who is deep sea diving into these kinds of things. The Most High is having mercy on you, because this is not for everybody. And for some of our people, it's just not for them yet, even though it's actually for all of the Hebrews. But because of what has happened to us, because of the Roman church, many of our people won't be able to see this. So to those of our people, because we are diverse in our knowledge, to those of our people who can't see this yet, as long as you keeping your faith in the Most High and him only, and you doing your best to keep the commandments, you're going to work out just fine. Hold on, don't give up, and be strong. Tavex, Hebrews, purity and becoming one. I'll see you guys and gals on the next one. I'm out.